Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Among all the books I have bought in the last book fairs here in Lima, I want to show you this one, Manco Inca, The Great Reconquest War, written by Francisco León, a Peruvian cultural promoter, poet, editor, historian and musician, as it says here. Published by Grupo Editorial Zafiro in 2018, in 76 pages and 15 chapters, this book attempts to rescue the legacy of Manco Inca, a historical figure almost forgotten in the history of our country, yet so important. Let's see. As Atahualpa is executed, the Spaniards arrive in Cusco, where they are welcomed by a young prince and they crown him as the new Inca. However, Manco was just a puppet, with no real power. On the contrary, he sees how the city is plundered and how hungry for gold the Spaniards were. Humiliated and mistreated, he also attempts to learn from them, even organizing an army which had an innovative element, horses. The first native army in the New World which did so, as stated on page 34. So the rebellion started in 1536, 3 years after the Spaniards had arrived in Cusco, and he was not alone. Other Inca leaders, mostly forgotten, took part in the quest. Vila Oma, the high priest of the sun, and especially Tito Yupanqui. The latter one is a figure I admire because he defeated 4 whole Spanish expeditions which were going to help the Spaniards in Cusco. Not only that, but he was traveling to Lima in order to capture the recently founded city. As the author states in the introduction, sometimes we tend to believe that the conquest was so fast and everything ended in 1532. He states that any heroic act by the defeated has been erased from history. Unfortunately, this is not something widely studied or known among schools or the great public, which is why I recommend this book, even though I might have other perspectives in some aspects. I perceive, for example, some idealization of the Inca Empire when he affirms the Incas ruled with patience and wisdom. And yeah, it is impossible not to be proud of the Tawantinsuyo, but we might well wonder why other ethnic groups saw in the conquistadors the chance to be independent again. Manco says, brothers against brothers on page 36. I doubt the Incas had considered the Huanca, Cañari or Chachapoya as brothers or vice versa. Anyway, books like this are necessary so as to rescue that part of our history and that love for our country which should be promoted instead of reduced. Another aspect I like is the many pictures this book has. For example, here you can see a wounded conquistador and magnanimous Manco Inca riding a horse and having Spanish weapons. Or this dramatic picture of Manco Inca cowardly assassinated by some conquistadors. There are also final questions which aim to test our comprehension and analysis. That's why I highly recommend reading this book. Bye bye.